What's up guys, back with another video. Today I'm talking about the program I did that added 100 pounds to my deadlift in 100 days. I've mentioned this before in an old YouTube short I made about the program, and that program is now available on Bootcamp, link below in the description and pinned comment. You can use my code Vena when you sign up for the app, completely free. If you do run the program, tag me on social media so I can see. Would love to repost results as well. But anyways, let's talk about the program itself and how I slightly modified it for Bootcamp. I trained my deadlift 3 times per week. Each workout was the same. I did a heavy double with 90% of my max, and then 8 doubles at 80% of my max. That's a ton of work, and I'll get to whether that's sustainable or not later. But for progression on the program, I added 5 pounds each week. Obviously, this can get unsustainable fast, but since my max went up 100 pounds in 100 days, I was able to manage. In the Bootcamp program, I had the working sets go up 1% per week. This still gets you going to doubles with 93% in the last week. But if we say your max goes up 5% over the program, that will be in the high 80s percentage-wise, so the high end of what is doable. Also, unless your max is over 500 pounds, you'll end up doing the same weight some weeks. And that is a feature, not a bug. It keeps the progression sustainable this way, since it is quite fast otherwise. I also kept the top singles at RP8 instead throughout. You could try adding 5 pounds per week like I did, but again, that could become unsustainable unless your max goes up a ton. So having top sets based on RPE lets you better adjust to how your actual progression is going. It also lets you adjust how you feel on the day. When your top sets are percentage based, on the bad day, you could actually reach failure. But then also on good days, you can push yourself a bit more to see where you're really at. Now, why did this program work so well for me? How did I add 100 pounds in 100 days? Well, simply put, it's a ton of stimulus, a bunch of work, and you can make great progress. This has been a huge part of my own progression, and if you look at some other top lifters, they've done the same. Agata Shitko, arguably the best powerlifter ever, copied my 6-day per week SBD program, for example. And recently, she's upped it to 7 times per week squat, bench, and deadlift. This program is even the highest volume I've done on deadlifts. I did a period of time where I was doing 51 sets per week, 17 sets 3 times per week. The strength guys who coach lifters like Taylor Atwood, Jessica Espinal, and Leah Beauvoir, some of the top lifters in the world, their programs are big on tons of volume. I know a lot of people are going to be worried about the volume here, but you are able to do it. I think everybody should push their limits to see where they're really at. There are studies on similar workloads, the infamous 52 sets per week leg study, or this one that had people do 8 sets of squats to failure twice per week. You can always stop if you get too fatigued and listen to your body, but push yourself and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. You can also just make sure your variables are dialed in. Sleep, diet, stress. I did this as a teen in high school while bulking, gaining 10 pounds over the 100 days. I could sleep well each night and had low stress. I was in the perfect situation to make gains. And for context, I did the same program on squats and bench at the same time, and I survived just fine. You could just focus on your deadlifts with this program as well. Minimal other work if you are still worried about fatigue. While I personally didn't do any other accessories with this program, I don't know if that was the smartest move. For the upper back, I think you could get away with just 1 set to failure of a horizontal and vertical row. So let's say a T-bar row and a lat pull down. Just do 1 set to failure each day, and that will be plenty. A less is more approach to focus on fatigue. If you're a conventional puller, you may want to add in a bit of quad work, which if you're doing a bit of squats, just maintenance volume there, that would be enough. For the rest of the upper body that isn't involved in the deadlift, bench, arms, except the biceps if you're pulling with bent arms, shoulders, etc. I think you could push these just fine. There's not going to be much carryover fatigue. Just look at your overall systemic fatigue and make sure you're not pushing yourself too hard. So that's basically it, guys. My deadlift program that added 100 pounds to my deadlift in 100 days. I hope it does the same for you, unless that would make you stronger than me, in which case, don't. Check the link to the program and Bootcamp below in the description and pinned comments, as well as where to contact me for coaching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, thanks for watching.